I first stumbled across Mick Wilkinson floats back when I worked at Match Fishing magazine, and myself and Tom went out on a feature with Mick and he gave us a bag of floats, and in there were some pinger wires, and I just fell in love with them. That summer I used them few floats for literally all my commercial fishing, and you know what, I've still got the original ones from that very first day I met Mick. What makes the pinger wire so versatile is that rugby ball rounded off body shape that you can use in any conditions. Even when it's blowing a gale, it sits so stable. And then combine that with a 0.6mm wire stem that's durable, it doesn't bend, even session after session of catching fish, the wire stays the same. Add on the 1.5mm hollow plastic bristle that's ridiculously visible, but a nice balance of sensitivity and thickness, and you've got the ultimate all-rounder. The strength of Mick Wilkinson floats is phenomenal. You can use them session after session after catching loads of fish, and they're still exactly the same as when you first get them. And that can only be put down to the materials that Mick uses and his processes of making the floats. And thankfully, he's handed all that knowledge on to the team at Guru that make them in-house from scratch. The foam comes in, it's cut, lathed, and all the floats are hand assembled, even down to the eyes being glued in with the strongest glue possible, all in-house by our wicked team there. As the name suggests, the pinger wire is perfect for the old faithful method of pinging pellets on a pole, but for me, they come into play with a lot of other baits as well. I like mine for fishing meat and corn, even on a short pole when you want something a little bit more finesse than a diamond, and for baits like worms or soft pellets all year round, fishing for commercial silvers and F1s as well. They really are a balanced pattern. The wire comes into play for stability. It's brilliant in windy conditions when you've got some tow or you're looking to hold a bait nice and stable, present it still and static perfectly on the bottom. We also do a carbon version of exactly the same float, which comes into play for fishing through the water or in calmer conditions, but we've got a separate video to explain that to you as well. The pinger wire lacks nothing when it comes to strength. The actual wire stem runs all the way through the high density foam body, and the actual bristle goes onto the top of that wire. They're indestructible. The nice thing about these floats is that they come in a range of sizes from 0.15 of a gram all the way up to a gram, and there's nothing more annoying than finding that float pattern that fishes nice and you love, but you can't get it in the size that you want. So thankfully, we've got them in this wide range of sizes, so no matter what the depth is, what the conditions are, or where you're fishing, you can use a pinger wire.